Welcome back to Midnight Story Lore. Tonight, we're traveling back to one of the most important moments in American history. A night when no battles were fought, no armies marched, and yet the future of a nation was changed forever. This is the story of Thomas Jefferson and the night America was written. Let's begin. The summer air was heavy in Philadelphia in 1776. Inside a small room lit only by candlelight, a young Virginian sat alone at a wooden desk. The city outside was quiet, but inside his mind, a revolution was raging. His name was Thomas Jefferson. At just 33 years old, he had been given an impossible task. The American colonies were preparing to break away from the most powerful empire on earth, Great Britain. If they failed, they could be imprisoned or even executed for treason. If they succeeded, they would create a new nation. Jefferson dipped his pen into ink and stared at a blank sheet of paper. The future of America depended on what he wrote next. Many people today imagine history being made on battlefields. But one of the greatest moments in American history happened in silence. No cheering crowds, no marching soldiers, just a man, a pen, and an idea. For days, Jefferson barely rested. He wrote and rewrote every sentence. He crossed out words. He searched for phrases powerful enough to inspire generations yet unborn. Then he wrote a line that would echo through history. All men are created equal. Those 5 words challenged kings, empires, and centuries of tradition. They declared that human rights did not come from rulers. They came from God. When Jefferson finished the document, he carried it to the Continental Congress. The delegates debated every sentence. Changes were made. Arguments filled the room. Yet the heart of Jefferson's message survived. On July 4, 1776, the Declaration of Independence was adopted. America was born, but Jefferson's story was only beginning. Years later, he became America's 3rd president. He doubled the size of the nation through the Louisiana Purchase. He supported education, science, exploration, and innovation. He believed that knowledge was one of the greatest safeguards of freedom. Yet even after achieving fame, Jefferson never forgot the power of ideas, because he understood something many people overlook. A nation is not built only by soldiers and leaders. It is built by principles. It is built by courage. And sometimes it is built by a single person willing to write down a dream. Today, nearly 250 years later, millions of Americans still celebrate Independence Day because of what happened in that candlelit room. The pen that Jefferson held could not fire a bullet, but it changed the course of history. And that is why Thomas Jefferson remains one of America's most influential figures. His greatest weapon was not strength. It was vision. And his greatest legacy was not a building, a monument, or a title. It was an idea. That freedom belongs to every generation willing to protect it. Thomas Jefferson's story reminds us that history is not always made by the strongest people. Sometimes, it is made by those who dare to dream, think, and act with courage. Moral of the story: great changes often begin with a single idea. Never underestimate the power of knowledge, courage, and determination. One thoughtful action today can shape the future for generations to come. If you enjoyed this story, please like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another inspiring story from Midnight Story Lore. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next story.